Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Queen Bean Tarot, and today I have a pick a card. This is just to see how your weekend is going. You can choose via either the picture or you can choose via the oracle card that we can also pull for each individual pile. So we have the Fantasy Cats Oracle with pile number 1, which is this beautiful picture. These are just random images I've gotten off of Temu. They're meant to be for wall decorations, but I thought they were great for picker cards. Number 2 is like this compass that sort of reminds me of like the Wheel of Fortune card. And I have it with Angelarium oracles. And then the last one is for this one, which reminds me of the Lovers card. And I've got it with the Soul Symphony card deck. So in this reading, I'm only going to pull one of these. We're going to do some tea leaf. And I've got the new Citadel deck, so which I will pull a few from, which is this deck. It's beautiful. They have archetypes, I believe it is, so we'll pull an archetype. And I've got this new tarot deck that I will be using today. Alrighty, so I'll leave you for a moment to choose which one you want. This is just a quick choice pick a card, and I will see you very shortly in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. I am gonna quickly draw a Fantasy Cat Oracle card. It's a very small deck, and you have different ones either that go sideways or they're up and down, vertical or horizontal cards. So let's see what one we get. So we have this one. Writing's very, very small on it, and it says spring, the fresh yearning of the morning. So maybe we're feeling like we've got a fresh spring in our step. It could be spring where you are. I know where I am, we're now entering spring. So that could be a thing. But yes, beautiful deck. And we'll get an archetype for you. I've been dying to use these cards. They are so pretty. We got 3. We only need 1 archetype. They are very beautiful deck. They are pretty. I've been trying to get these for a very long time, and I managed to find them. So I'm very stoked to use them. Also, I'm not filming where I typically would. I'm actually in bed today. I've not been well. I do have certain medical conditions, so in bed I am. So I figured, why bother stop filming? Why not just film from bed? So that is what I have decided to do. So welcome to my bed, guys. Let's see. We got the Witch, which is experimentation and rebellion. This sort of reminds me of the Magician card, like being able to create whatever you want, and even if that creation is something that like isn't normal in society. Alrighty, let me see. We've got tea leaf cards. I only just got these, so I haven't had much of a chance to actually play around with these or even look at them. Pineapple, reconciliation. Let's see. Ooh, what's a green one? Oh, and this one. Okay. Oh, okay. Wealth and wheel. Oh, you've got some big cards coming through. I'm feeling that one as well. Success. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Wow, that's a really, really good cards to come out of the tea leaf pack. Okay, so I have a feeling that, hope these can all be seen, yes. So maybe in this a change of season, you are having a desire to, I've got a feeling, to express yourself in a new way or to create something new. It is experimentation. When you're experimenting, you're creating. So regardless of what it is you are doing, whether it's your fashion sense, your, makeup, clothes, job, like maybe you're doing a controversial kind of job and it's seen as, oh, they're acting out, or he's rebelling, or but I have a feeling that if people didn't agree with your views, or if there was a falling out, there is a chance to communicate and reconcile some of that. With this cloaked figure, I have a feeling of like the hermit. So maybe you're learning and, you're growing. The hermit is a very, quiet, solitude, like card, and it's more like introspection. It's like when you learn about yourself. It does also remind me a bit of the Hierophant. A Hierophant is an earth sign. It's a Taurus sign. It's when you learn about yourself and your social structures and you as a person. You dive deep into yourself and learn about yourself. And maybe this spring card is all about you've learned about yourself, you know what you like, what you don't like, and you're now coming out into society being yourself and you're unapologetic about it. Maybe it's something that it does work out, like maybe you had a new job or a new idea and you get wealth, success and independence, allowing your life to remain aimless, to ramble aimlessly. Okay, that's different. So yeah, maybe you're living your life your way and you've done something that everyone was like, oh, it won't work, but it has. Now those people who said no, it won't work, have to apologize, and it's up to you if you want to reconcile with them. Maybe there's, you need to reconcile with someone else. Maybe you said something that you shouldn't have, and then you've learned and you've, done some soul searching and you realize like, maybe I wasn't right and I need to take the high path and reconcile. It's just so many ways that this could come across, but let's get some more clarifiers. Maybe we can learn about if this is a job, if this is you delving into your own dreams and desires, and we have those two. These cards are beautiful. They are the Insecta Obscura Tarot, and they are very slippery. They have a beautiful blue shine on them. I don't know if you can see that, but they're gorgeous, but they're also extremely slippery and they like to come out very easily. Okay, I feel like we've got quite a bit. Now, I do not take reversals in this, only because this is obviously squares and it's so easy for them to come out in reverse. I figured if a card wants to come out with a message, it will come out with the upright message, because they all have so many meanings. So if it wanted the opposite message of like justice, then another card that meant that would come out. So we got 4 cards here. I'm just hoping I can get it. Fantastic. Wow, so we have the Death card, the Yellow Fever Mosquito, followed by Justice, Common Walking Stick, followed by the Ace of Wands, the Bumbleflower Beetle, followed by the Sun, the Early Bumblebee. Yeah, you've got 3 arcana. That's major. Now, I'm thinking that death is, so people think death is actually death. It's not. It is when you have the ending of something old and the beginning of something new. So maybe the old you has ceased to exist, and you're the new you. You're coming out and you're enjoying yourself. You've got a nice, beautiful balance with this. And you have inspiration, you're loving yourself, and action. I feel like this is all about you are unapologetically happy with you, whatever, who you are. You finally feel like you're in your own skin, or you've accepted a part of yourself, or you're part of your lifestyle, or a job, or a hobby, or something that you love. And people are like, oh, that's unconventional, that's not normal. Well, yeah, maybe it isn't, but you're like, you finally have came to terms with it. I think you were judged for a long time about that. And it's like, finally, you've been able to come to accept it, that it's not everyone's cup of tea. Maybe you're not everyone's cup of tea. But with accepting yourself, you've let go of, you know, your old self who would worry and cry about that, and you're not apologizing for being you or doing that job you do. I feel like that's why you had rebellion show up with the witch. Like, you are you, and you're gonna be ostracized and outcast. Maybe you're not loved, or maybe, you know, you're not viewed in a way that is normal by people you don't know, and maybe people you do know. And it's okay. You've came to accept it. You've came to balance out. You know, you feel balanced. You feel like you're in the right place at the right time right now. And, you know, a lot of justice can be about karma. Maybe you are finally getting the karma you deserve, like the good karma or the bad karma, either. Maybe you're letting go of people who made you feel like you were not right. And because you've let them go, you're focusing on your own health and your own mentality, and you're now moving on with your life. Look, you end with the Sun, the most happiest card in the entire deck. And look, on the very bottom of the deck, there is the Three of Wands, the greatest stag beetle. So Three of Wands is like looking towards the future, waiting for your ships to sail. And, you know, a lot of it's all about, you know, making plans for the future and growing and, you know, continuing to succeed, because don't worry, you will be successful with whatever this is. Maybe, you know, you decided to become a tattooist, and that's not something that your conservative family likes, or you're in a society where, you know, you do something that is shunned upon, or maybe you choose to leave a religion that doesn't serve you anymore, or, you know, your own views or your lifestyle or the way you live your life has changed, or you in looks has changed. Maybe, you know, there's so many different things, but there's reconciliation and success. So whatever your success is, I feel like it's gonna be wealth for you, and you get to live the life that you want, and you're finally as happy as you can be moving forward in your life. Pile number 1, this is the reading I have for you, and I hope that you love this. I hope this resonates. If it doesn't, there could be a different pile for you, or a different reading, or even there's many other tarot readers online who are just beautiful and amazing. To check them on out. But I'm wishing you love, light, and positive vibes, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, piles number 2. If you chose this image, which is like the Wheel of Fortune and a compass, then this is your reading. Now, we will be pulling a card from the Angelarium, and I will read it from the little pamphlet. Now, these are new cards for me, so let's see what we get. This is a absolute beautiful deck. I've never seen, you know, designs like this. Okay, I can tell that's the one. Okay, so we have right leg endurance, I think it's Nexa. Okay, let's read this one. Nexa, right leg is number 11, I think. hold on. Right leg victory. No, we need Nexa. Left leg. Is it the right leg? Endurance, but this is right leg victory. Maybe this is a really bad book. It literally says it. Next, our right leg victory. Let's just see. Right hand, heart, right leg, left leg. Okay, so either they've had a misprint or it's meant to be victory. Very interesting. Okay, the seventh Serapha, the force of resistance, a great leader, unafraid in adversity, guiding us through dark times with unyielding endurance. He is green, both the burden on our shoulders and the drive forward. He resides in victory, discipline, and leadership. Okay, well, there you go. So maybe it just means that, you know, you need endurance, but you will become victorious. Very, very interesting. I've never had a book have a different title to the card. So there you go. Very, very interesting. So that is the card. So as it's stated, you know, he's meant to help with being victorious. But let's see what Citadel card we get. That one. Oh my gosh, alrighty. The Witch. The Witch was the one that came out for number 1 as well. So if you were drawn to that pile as well, perhaps give it a read. But yes, The Witch. So this is about experimentation and rebellion. So maybe you're going through a shift in life and you're gonna be victorious. You'll just have to endure, but you will be victorious. And then let's get some tea leaves. Okay, now I mixed all these up after the first one. So I feel like this one, Korea. What about this one? Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Oh my god, I could not write this if I tried. And we have Heart. Love, deep affection, and caring. Let's pop that one here. Okay. Oh, okay, this one wanted to come out. Let's see what this is. Happiness. Oh, I love it when I see positive cards. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. Alrighty. So, you seem to have quite a bit going on. I have a feeling that you need to persevere with your career or follow your heart, and it will lead you to happiness. But yeah, I couldn't write this if I tried to. They're all connected so well in this reading with how it's came out. But yeah, so experimentation, maybe you're thinking of like experimenting in your career or shifting departments, or you know, going for that promotion. But yeah, you're gonna need endurance and you will persevere, like you will be victorious. But isn't that amazing? Alrighty, so I'm now doing Insecta Oscura Tarot. It's a new one. It's beautiful. It's very slippery and a lot of cards love to come out. I do not take reversals with these, but let's see what pops up for you, just so we can get some more clarity. Ooh, they keep wanting to slip straight out of my hand. It's the slipperiest deck I've ever had to deal with, honestly. The slipperiest. Okay, so we've got Champion of Cups. We've got Ten of Blades, which is your Ten of Swords. We've got the Moon. Let me see if I can move everything just a little bit. The Moon. Oh, okay. And then we've got the Four of Blades. Okay, and on the bottom we have the Seven of Blades. Ooh, okay. Let me just stick that there and see what I mean by slippery. It's sneaky. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Champion of Cups is pretty sure it's the Knight. Yeah, it is the Champion of Cups. Romance and charm are near when the Champion of Cups appears. The Caesophia moth is ready to mate with pheromones and lovely red colors representing love. Originality is key to stand out from all of the competition. Okay, so that one's actually about romance. Interesting. I know the Ten of Blades is your Ten of Swords, and your Ten of Swords is actually a lot about, you know, sadly, it's like anxiety, depression, fear, stuff like that. So I've actually never read from this, and it's very interesting because I might just keep reading from it just to see how these cards are showing up from their original meaning in this. Ten of Blades, a painful ending is near. Maybe you leave a partner leaves you. It could be that you leave a job or something that you love doing, you stop doing it. Yeah. So this Ten of Blades can show itself when in a crisis or betrayal. So this is actually called the Murder Hornet. So it holds a coffin symbolizing the end that is quickly approaching. Let go and accept the change that is coming. Oftentimes it means new beginnings, which is true. The Ten of Blades, while hard and painful, brings a really quick new beginning afterwards. So maybe leaving this love is actually going to lead to more happiness. Maybe this is what you need to do. You need to let go of whatever this love is. Either it's a person, something you love to do, say goodbye to someone, something like that. Now, I know the Moon is all about your, you know, the shadow self, things that are unseen. It can be to do with a lot of the you know, your dreams, getting downloads, or, you know, seeing, like, getting things shown to you while you sleep. A lot of people who get the Moon get like the unseen or the unconscious, like the subconscious tends to pop up. I want to see what they say, because they always mention something about like the specific creature they choose. So I'm sorry, I live right on a main highway and there's so many trucks that go past. The Moon. The Moon is associated with uncertainty and illusions. It is time to look within to find the truth. Use intuition as a guide through the subconscious world of dreams. The lunar moth is most often seen in the evenings, attracted to the moonlight. So, following your intuition and be like, I think it's like, see through illusions, or if someone's lying to you. Sometimes when a person lies to you, you can tell it's a lie. It's that gut intuition. So maybe following your intuition like that. And I know the Four of Blades, that's all about resting, getting still, taking time for yourself. It's honestly it's a really nice card. I get it pop up for me all bloody time because it keeps telling me I need to sleep more, because I need to rest all the time because I always feel so tired. But the Four of Blades is all about, let's see what this one says, because it says the Great Black Wasp. Okay, the Four of Blades. After a period of pain, the process of healing begins. The Four of Blades stands for the tranquility needed for recovery. The Great Black Wasp holds an anchor symbolizing a time of quiet reflection and meditation. So I think that there's going to be a lot happening, considering you have, you know, romance. Maybe someone comes to you with a romance, and you know, you leave something sad behind, and you follow your intuition to either start this romantic life or not. But I also feel like perhaps, you know, you leave one job you love to do something else because you follow your intuition. Maybe it's that you need to change your job so you can get more rest, so you can better your own lifestyle. The Seven of Blades is all about something that's unseen, someone being deceptive, moving in the shadows, I believe is the word that gets used quite a lot. So, yeah, mischief and duplicity are at the core of the Seven of Blades. Someone may be getting away with misconduct and escaping any repercussions. The large cuckoo wasp is a master manipulator disguising itself to trick others. Okay, I just got a download of something real quick. So if someone is having you know, a love interest at work, or an affair at work, or a work relationship, please be careful. This person's probably not being truthful. It's an illusion. Follow your intuition, follow your gut. This person might actually affect your job. So do persevere. Please do take notes of stuff. So I've just got a feeling someone is probably trying, like, you're an experiment for them. They're having fun with you. And if it ever comes to light, I've got a feeling they're gonna throw you hard under the bus. That's just one of them that came out. I feel like if you're smart and you know, keep track of stuff, keep note of stuff, or if you end up having to leave that job because of that, you're gonna go to a better career, a better job. Yeah. I do have a feeling that love, like, you know, is at the center of it. You have, this is about romance, this is about romance. So, and this is all about victory and persevering. You got perseverance, and then here we got career, which is very out of the blue. We have a lot of illusions, a lot of unseen, a lot of people being sneaky. Ten of Blades is heartbreak, or someone being bad to you, or something bad happening. But the Four of Blades is all about, you know, intuition, following your gut, getting still and resting. Please do rest. If you're going through a lot, if this is traumatic, if this is painful, if this is hard on you, please do rest. Our body needs that, even if it is something emotional or mental that is that can fatigue us. And sometimes resting is when you get your best ideas. Maybe you'll get clarity on what to do. But don't worry, because you do have positive cards like happiness at the end, and also the Ten of Blades leads to something better off and good for us. It leads to a massive change, but when you go from something so hard, whatever that change is afterwards, things seem way easier, because you can say, I just went through this. If I could do this, I can do anything. All right, number 2. Yes, so that's your reading for you. If you did feel called to number 1, please do check it out, because the witch did pop up in that one as well. But yes, this is your reading for you, and I hope you like it. Please message or comment, share, like, subscribe if this resonated in any way, shape or form. And I'm wishing you love, light and positive vibes. I will see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this image, then this is your pile. Now with this one, it really does remind me of like the Lovers card, like a Romeo and Juliet sort of feeling. It's beautiful. I got all of these off of Temu. They're meant to be like for decorations for the wall. Yes, and for yours, we're going to be using the Soul Symphony card deck. This is a 59 card deck. and I've never used this before, so it's new. I have shuffled them and made them all mixed, but let's grab your card and see what your main thing is. So you got air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So maybe you are one of these air signs, or they're a major placement. It could be related to the house that you have an air sign in. So if you know your birth chart, do check that out. And yeah, you might know an air sign. Maybe this has to do with love. Maybe you've got an air sign showing up. Let's also get your Citadel card. These are all different archetypes. So I would like to see what shows up. These are small and very awkward. So, oh my god, this is impossible. The Witch came out for every single one. Every single one. Pile 1 and 2 also had the Witch. I'm beyond myself. This is not a small deck, like, at all. This is not. It's a 60 card deck, and the same card popped out every single one. This is oh wow, this is shocking. It's crazy. Okay, so this one's Experiment and Rebellion. So maybe you have an experiment with an air sign, or you've got an air sign rebellion, or you are the air sign and you're rebellion, or rebelling, or you're doing an experimentation. Maybe you're having fun, love fun, or something. All right, let's get your tea leaves. Okay, tea leaves. So these are all so new to me. Ooh, ring. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. Interesting. This one, marriage. Oh god, what is in the air today? Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. That's good. Maybe this one, carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Alrighty. Oh my god, these are all so slippery. So guys, I feel like there's love in the air. The last group also had mentions of love. I think every single one had a bit of a mention of some sort of romantic thing, either in the tarot, in the tea leaves, or in the oracles. Alright, so the deck I am going to be using for tarot today is actually the Insecta Obscura. They all mention different kinds of bugs, and then there is a book. I read the book for each one that I got in the last selection. These are very slippery and they're perfect square, so they do pop out really easily, and I don't take reversals for this one because of the fact that how easy it is for them to all slip out. Like, it's like trying to shuffle oil. They just keep slipping against each other. And let's try and get 4. Let's see where we go with these. But definitely from this, I can see there's commitment. I can see there's marriage. Maybe you're going to someone else's wedding. Maybe you're going to meet someone there. You might be taking on a new business person. Like, you know, you might be joining a new business, getting a new boss, something like that. Okay. And then what's on the bottom? On the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Cups. Okay. Let's see if I can sit this here and not have it slip and slide everywhere. And I just make sure that we can see it all. There we go. Oakley dokley, everybody. Let's hope that this sits. Alrighty, I might. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, fantastic. So, you have the Hierophant. Okay, a Hierophant is a Taurus sign, which is an earth sign, and the Hierophant's all about, you know, traditions, so showing up with marriage and ring and, you know, romance makes a lot of sense, because it can mean, like, you know, when you get married, you know how you have someone commune the wedding and, you know, pronounce you as husband and wife. That can mean that. It can also be related to, you know, maybe you're going to someone wise for help, which is, you know, for some what's the word, help with choices and making decisions. So yeah, it also has to do with guidance, learning, society, standards, stuff like that. A lot of this shows up in family and traditions and studying and stuff like that. So the Hierophant is the embodiment of institution. He stands for tradition, guidance, and wisdom that is passed down through the ages. The Holy Cross bug, which is the one that's shown on here, is named for the large cross on its back, reminiscent of the one used by Christian crusades. So it's a very traditional, sort of got a religious feel to it. So that makes sense if there is marriage happening. You have the Four of Cups, which is the primrose moth. Oh, I'm reading these from the book because I do find every single deck is written differently. And sometimes when you read it, it makes more sense with the design of the deck. So the Four of Cups is an indication of weariness and boredom. Now is the time to go within for contemplation. The ethereal aesthetic of the primrose moth pairs perfectly with the mystical cycles of the moon. Take as long as needed to rest and recenter. Very interesting. Then you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition, following your gut. So is number 3, I believe, or number 2? Number 2, yes. Okay, the High Priestess. The High Priestess embodies enlightenment. She is a mysterious feminine spirit existing between the physical and spiritual world. The High Priestess is duality. She is simultaneously in the dark and light. The morning clock, the morning cloak, so that's the name of the moth, is different from other, it's a butterfly, other butterflies, because it does not migrate, rather it hides under bark until spring. Ooh, okay, how interesting. So you're gonna be enlightened. Sorry, this death was upside down, don't know why that is. That's interesting. You're going to get enlightened by something, and of course we all know that death is the end of something and the beginning of something else. So I have a feeling that whatever you find out, whatever you learn, is going to lead to the end of something, or it's going to end something. Out with the old, in with the new. Death is the harbinger of transformation. It symbolizes destruction, ending, and transition. The time has come to let go. The yellow fever mosquito is one of the deadliest insects in the world, spreading several human diseases, including that yellow fever and Zika. Stuff that I cannot pronounce. So there's that, and then of course you got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, I'm pretty sure that's here, that's blades, let's see, cups. Okay, it says feeling of loss and pessimism are portrayed in the Five of Cups. The Pandora Sphinx moth wears a plague mask. This indicates a time of disappointment or distress. I'm sorry to, have to read such upsetting cards, my dears. But in saying that, I am a truthful reader, and I say what I see and what I feel. So perhaps you're gonna have an air sign who gets jealous and tries to ruin your relationship, partnership, or maybe you go to a wedding and it doesn't work out for them, and you end up meeting someone there. However, this really makes me think that you have to highly consider stuff before going through with it. Maybe you're engaged to be married and you call it off, or your partner calls it off, or someone purposely is moving in the shadows to break this up. A journey, either physical or mental. I feel like the fact that you have the Four of Cups, you have the High Priestess, and you have Death, this could be a mental, journey. You have to really dive deep into yourself and consider if this is truly what you want, if you want to stay with this person for the rest of your life. Maybe something comes to light, you learn that your partner done something in the past, or this person is lying about that, and you have to really consider if this is something you want to deal with. Maybe this person has baggage or strings attached to someone else that you can't deal with. Maybe someone's got a bad mother-in-law. I'm just saying, monster-in-laws are terrible. But yes, I'm sorry to say, but it is gonna end in, like, this seems to be very heartbreaking. Maybe after all this you choose to go on a journey and leave it all behind. But there is definitely something to do with the air sign. You're either an air sign, your partner's an air sign, or the person trying to destroy this is an earth sign. Maybe you meet an air sign at a marriage or, a ceremony, and that doesn't work out, or you learn something about this person you met at that ceremony, and you guys choose to go traveling together. However, I can't ignore this. So there's something that isn't right, and you're very deep in thought and consideration. Like, you're considering every angle. You're going inward for what is it you want, what is it you're gonna do. Something's going to come to an end. Either you end, this, I've got a feeling that this is all about drama. Like, there's someone causing drama. Maybe that's the air sign, someone who's jealous of you and trying to ruin your good life because they're not happy with theirs. You end up, maybe it could even be you leave a friendship for a partnership, or you go from friends to partners, but it doesn't work out the way you expected it. But this is a very dramatic, I feel like there's a lot happening, and it's like there's more than just two people involved in this. I feel like there's a lot of people involved in this scenario. I might actually, I'll pull one more of your Soul Symphony cards, because we just got air signs. Air signs, so your air signs in your tarot is actually your swords, and they have to do with a lot of mentality. So maybe this person's playing mental games with you. Maybe they're very unhealthy. And I'll also get another archetype for you, because I do feel like self-love, acceptance, self-treatment, intention, self-awareness. Okay, so I've got a feeling you'll become self-aware, and you'll realize that maybe the person you're with or the friend that you have is belittling you, and you need to become aware of that and choose yourself. And let's see if we can get one more archetype. Whoa. The Spy Master, knowledge and distrust. You can't write this, honestly. Knowledge and distrust. I'm going to set that one there. Okay, now I 100% feel like someone is definitely trying to destroy you. Someone is trying to make drama. Someone doesn't want you happy. Someone is going to rip you down. They might be telling you stuff like, oh, this person said this about you. Trust me, take it for a grain of salt. If you have someone you're so close to, you think they would never, it's the people who are closest to you that you cannot trust. I mean, what's the saying? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. So someone is collecting information, knowledge, but they're not to be trusted. Please, they're either doing mind games with you, they're doing physical stuff to ruin you. They can't be trusted. If you need to protect yourself, please do get obsidian or selenite. It does help to keep you grounded, and perhaps a rose quartz to bolster your self-love. Maybe even getting some positive affirmations on you know, the good things about yourself. Hold on, I've got a deck. I'm gonna quickly go grab it and I'll pull a positive mantra for you. Alrighty, I'm back. So I got all these random cards, just random, cheap, on Temu. Let's pull you one, shall we? Here we go. Be patient. The universe have a big plan for you and you are going to love it. So I definitely feel like that will most likely be related to the carriage. So let everything unfold. Trust your gut instinct and follow that. That is the universe guiding you. Hence why you also have the High Priestess pop up. So there's something you have to go through. I have a lot of people go, oh, but I don't want to go through bad things. However, sometimes when bad things happen in our life, it helps to grow us and it helps to shape us, and we can deal with more and succeed more in the future. You know, like you can't learn if you don't fail. There's that as well. And it doesn't mean that you are bad at something or you are the failure. Sometimes other people is what makes these things happen. And sometimes you need to be patient, deal with what you can deal with. That's probably another reason why we have, you know, the Four of Cups. I would also highly suggest, you know, keeping your cards close to your chest. Don't overshare during this time. And yeah, give yourself some positive affirmations. Look in the mirror and say all the things you do love about yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, who you are as a person. Write it down once a day. I went to Bras and Things, and I got this affirmation book, and it's got once every day you write down something you did that you liked, something you like to do, and something about yourself that you love, or something you did well that day. And you know, there's so many things you can do for that. You got another one that just came out. Focus on what you can control. Your actions, mindset, and effort are within your power to shape your success. So, my darling number threes, this is what I've got for you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to comment about what this is about or if it did resonate, please do say so. And yes, if you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I do this just for as a hobby. I don't gain anything from this, and I wouldn't ask for anything from anyone. So if you know you feel like subscribing, I would appreciate that, but it's definitely not necessary or needed, just if you feel like it. I wish you guys love, light, and positive vibes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.